My name is Leila Laksari. I work with neighbourhood management in London Borough of Haringey. My job is to work with our members and local residents. We make sure that residents are accessing all the services and they play an important role.
My name is Beate. I have been living in N17 in Tottenham for the last 20 years, and I got involved in something called Living Under One Sun, which is a community project which promotes healthy living in one of the most deprived areas of this country.
Everybody says it's poor because it's the highest teenage pregnancy, it's the highest unemployment second generation, it's the highest rented accommodation. Every negative we score highest.
So what we are trying to do in Living Under One Sun is to pull together people from all walks of life, nationalities. It started off with a women's exercise class and cooking class. It went on to canoeing lessons. It's a bicycle repair shop where kids learn how to repair bikes. An important part of Living Under One Sun is a community allotment. We took over 5 plots, which was a derelict site almost. And it took the sheer strength, ingenuity and commitment of lots of members of the community just to clear it up.
Living Under One Sun had been going for about a year or two before I joined. This chance came up. We thought, well, we can't wait for all the frameworks and policies to be in place. We've got to make this start now. We wanted to catch it before summer, and we only got the allotment about 7 weeks ago, so I think that's become the priority.
It was 4 times we did what they call planning for real, wasn't it? And it was real. It's real now, isn't it? Whoa, whoa. To get people a chance to work together and trust each other and then share skills and food, it's going to be a good thing to do.
There are skills within the company. You saw that skill for demolishing a shed there.
Did you see that? Everybody just got together in 10
Two of
minutes.
those guys used to work in demolition for houses and property.
He really enjoyed it.
He really was hammering
really
it.
enjoyed it.
Moved up to London 2 years ago from the country. I was brought up outside Salisbury, and we had a house with a very big garden which backed onto woods, and opposite was a big allotment. So we grew a lot. There was a council meeting across the road from me, and there was a leaflet handed out. On the leaflet it asked for volunteers for things like knitters and gardeners, and that's how it all started. I went to the AGM and was made secretary. The role here is to label everything and record it, and record who comes on the days people come here, and record what they're planting, and write up what's in each bed, so that when people do go to weed, they're not pulling up what is planted already. And everything we plant, we try to make it edible, even the flowers, like the passion fruit and things like that, which are edible. The nasturtiums and the marigolds, they all make salads. So yes, everything should be edible. I've met a lot of people. I haven't got a garden, so it gets me back into the soil, and also I feel healthier for it, and it gets me out in the sun.
Thanks to Leila, and because she works for Haringey Council, she managed to build up partnerships as well with the Lee Valley Park Authority, where we got the allotment from, with all sort of various organisations who help us out.
We were approached at the beginning of the year by Living Under One Sun. They told us about the Millmead allotments and how it was a rundown area. They were trying to encourage the local community to get involved, and could we help?
What we've got here is the best ingredient for anything that wants to work. We've got people, we've got a vision to make it happen.
I've made a whole detailed book about the actual site and how it all works and all the designs for it.
We've got private sector here, people from Haringey Council, we've got the communities, we've got the allotment society. There's all kind of people working here together to make this happen.
Time bank, Haringey time bank.
Doing voluntary work for community.
Allotment as well.
No, we're on that project. Living under one sun.
Oh right, brilliant. So you're living in N17 then?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm a resident of Tottenham and I met Layla and heard about this place and think it's a wonderful thing, so I came to help.
I found out about the Under the Sun allotments and I thought it'd be interesting to come and observe and learn and take part and get my hands dirty a bit later.
I just wondered what the hell was going on.
I'm the team leader for the raised flower beds, of which they're excelling in every department at the moment, which is what we like to see.
I think we were just going to take those stakes higher and just support the four corners.
To lean.
If you've got back pain, you want it higher.
You want it higher, as long as we have them in a sort of a
Different heights? So that you've got
different heights.
So it's here later,
Yeah,
and soil,
yeah.
it's still quite heavy.
Sharp
sand
sand.
you want for here.
So we need people to start bringing sharp sand here, so that they start needing. Don't just have local people. We have people all over the world that are trying to make something local happen.
Russian, Lithuanian.
Russian?
A bit of English sometimes.
Yeah, I'm from Lithuania.
We are thinking big, we're thinking globally, we're thinking about the big picture and trying to make a difference in our doorstep and making things happen locally.
It's amazing. Just incredible how much can get done so quickly with so many people. Yeah.
I think it's right. Unity, yeah.
So together we're just making a difference, really.
Lovell's helping with the new raised beds over there. We've managed to spread things out a bit more.
We don't know what should grow where, which one should grow next to what.
In dry weather, you won't draw much water up from deep down in the soil. So you're going to have to put a lot more water on. Not essentially in a small scale like this, but if you can, any very tall plants, like sweet corn or runner beans on sticks, it's best to have them going north-south. No, that's cabbage family.
Cabbage family.
But they are quite difficult to grow, so, I mean, by all means try, but they are very temperamental.
Cauliflower.
Living under one sun is really on the marshes as well, and they're run by Lee Valley, and we have a lot of interplay between the two groups. We're developing what is in fact a 100-acre site on Tottenham Marshes, which is part of the Lee Valley Regional Park. And our objective is to develop a green space for the community and also for the wildlife.
Had a nice walk, a bit tired.
We went to the Faith Plant Centre, which is in Wolves Lane, as part of our project.
Finished.
Come and do digging. Dig, dig. We're very lucky because Joseph's a professional gardener and he's done lots of training at the Faith Plant Centre. So,
But this is better to give them when.
and the parents chose which plants they wanted to plant here, and we've got some sunflower seeds as well. We're going to do some planting at Summerford Grove.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there.
Fantastic.
This area can be incredibly busy. Tottenham can be remarkably frenetic. You feel mental stress and tension, anxiety, depression, and these things can be alleviated by the projects that we run through Health and Mind. And I think this is my favourite one. And we've put the posters up in libraries and left flyers there as well. And we've actually put many of them in health centres around the local area within the community. One person turning up here saying that they were handed the leaflet by their doctor for the stress that they were feeling at the time. I thought that's wonderful. If we get to the point where doctors are actually making prescriptions of community gardening, then we're going in the right direction. I'm hoping that I can gradually pull out of this and people will still continue to come here and be part of the community.
What we have here is a classroom. is a learning environment. It's a place where different people come together and deliver what they're good at and share skills, share vision. We've got 3 people now being qualified as organic growers to go out there and teach other people how to do it in their local estate.
I've been working with the Living Under One Sun guys to do wormeries. Wormeries are really popular. They're like a compost heap, but obviously they've got worms in them. And you just put your food waste in, and then the worms eat their way through it and turn it into really, really good quality compost. And we're hoping to sort of use it at the site sort of with kids, using maybe some of our education staff as well to sort of do some workshops with the children there as well.
We grow food, cook together and learn from each other what to do with the various vegetables we grow.
The same one, but I have this. Look, no, you lost it. It's a seeded they needed, okay?
Elderflower cordial. My recipe, because I don't like really sweet things, 4 liters of water, 2 kilos of sugar, 100 grams of citric acid, and about 30 to 40 elderflower heads. A couple of lemons, a couple of oranges, and let it sit for 24 hours. Boil the sugar syrup, so the sugar dissolves, and then the hot liquid over the rest of it, and let it sit. And that's it. Looks like a cordial.
Look like the champagne. Natural champagne. It's a natural champagne. I found out about here through a friend of mine, Sam Amelemba. Use this as part of their home education day-to-day project. And you can't get any better than doing agricultural science coming on here. You can't get it in a classroom, putting the little thing in a pot and whatnot, you know. And then there's the integrating with the different people in the community, all that, learning about the different foods and so on. Because since we've come here, we've seen different dishes and whatnot, and there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn, and you grow. All of us. I'm learning as well, and it's fun.
The idea is that we put in not too many different herbs, but a few herbs or medicinal plants that have got roots that we can use for cough medicine that will complement the commonly herbs that people are used to growing, like lavender and rosemary, but will also complement the medicines that we can pick all around us.
On the marshes?
On the marshes.
Fantastic.
Because it's quite calming and quite gentle.
Şey yapıyormuş, bunu içince relax oluyorsun ve şey oluyor.
It's nice. And in Turkey, would it just be drunk as a tea, or would it be more medicine?
Yeah, it was on a bouncy
Is it stinging?
Stinging nettle. These are the best source of iron. Stinging nettles like spinach. You can put them in butter, fry them up and cook them, and they're really better than spinach.
I'm going to make it, yeah.
You can make champagne out of this. How nice is that?
It smells nice.
Is it nice? You like the cheese? It's lovely, the cheese.
Ask me about ginger. So we used to drink with coffee ginger.
Have ginger when we have got cough. So
yeah. For cough.
Ginger and lemon. You put ginger, lemon, and honey in boiled water and have. It's really good for your
infection and so.
Yeah, sore throat.
What we've got here is an opportunity to grow food. It's a small scale. We're not changing everything, but it's about getting people together who've got food growing skills to share it with others. And we know that food is becoming a huge agenda. Important for us to actually start thinking about it, where it's coming from. We need to think locally, and our effect globally will be measured by how seriously we think about it. Here, we started growing food, we started eating it, we started celebrating it, we started seeing how hard it is to grow. So, and appreciating seasonal food. We appreciate everything that makes it happen.
Sustainable Haringey is a network throughout the borough, kind of linking up all the green and sustainability projects and groups to raise the profile of green issues as something which the whole community need to take action about, because now the future of our world and of our society is in the balance because of climate change and other serious environmental problems. And Sustainable Haringey believe it's up to all of us to make a real difference, to get the policies and practices in place that we need for a good future for all our communities.
Anything anybody wants. To save it going into recycling or into
So many people have got unused land. What we've shown as a good example here, that if partners and think about residents and local people as an asset, as a good partner and stakeholder, then we can find solutions.
Of course, I live here at Kenneth Robbins' house.
Okay.
And this event is great for the community, to get the people to get to know each other as well. Even though you bump into people, you might have the quick hello. This way, everyone gets involved, and it brings everyone together. And today's been such a nice day. We've had great weather as well, competitions, you know, and it's lovely. The people who organise this are very lovely people as well, and it's just great.
What has happened is that as the day went on, lots of people from the tower blocks and all the estate came. They brought their neighbours. They started asking questions about health and healthy living, and also how they might be frightened of travelling to the Tottenham Marshes, which is just around the corner. So it's brilliant that they have networked with local schools. It's going to start growing projects, and they're going to be volunteering with school. And they're also going to be volunteering with Friends of Tottenham Marshes group, Lee Valley group, and a few other, and our own Living Under One Sun community allotment. It didn't cost very much to make this happen. Everybody contributed something. So it's not cash we need, we just need people working together.
On site, but we're looking to sort of branch out onto other areas and also have community allotments. So for us, we can go to Layla and the Under One Sun project to ask their advice and maybe use them as a template in the future.
We've decided now in Northumberland Park, every estate that has not been designed as urban area for community to get together could actually have a small community orchards, what they call the fancy name of edible landscape.
We've delivered one project, and we know that we can roll it out. And what's important now is that it's not just about winning prizes and being called the best practice. It's about what we do next. What we need is the mandate and the will to take this further. And we can do that because we need to respond to the big agenda of food, of dealing with the poverty, and most importantly, for community to be a solution.